Hi guys, welcome to Shop Talk again. I'm Keith with my best friend Bob.
Hey guys.
We're here today to talk about all kinds of issues that you've been addressing as you've been learning to work with the
have microphones.
With the CNC. Jeez, I'm going to start with a couple of announcements. They're kind of ongoing. We have the Maker Faire coming up October 5th. That's a Saturday. And on October 4th, the Friday before, we're going to have everybody who can come on over for our first annual BobsCNC family reunion.
That'll be fun.
It will be fun. It'll also be good eating because we're gonna bring in all kinds of good stuff to eat in the morning, and then we're gonna cater barbecue in the afternoon. We're gonna start about 9 in the morning. We're gonna wrap up about 2 o'clock so that we can load up all our stuff, get over to the Ozarks Area Technical College,
right?
Set up our booth for the Maker Faire.
So we have a lot to set up. So we're going to take hopefully a KL 744, a 33, plus an E3 and an E4. So
and an E4.
Yeah. So we
got like 900 square feet of booth space. So we're wanting you guys to bring projects that you've been working on.
Remember,
and if you've been looking at the
G-rated projects.
Yeah, well, yes, but our guys they're kinder and gentler. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, the projects I've been seeing on Facebook have been just spectacular. So please bring them and be prepared to answer questions when people ask you how you did it. Be prepared to answer our questions because we're going to want to know how you did it too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's one thing to build the machine.
Yeah, it's another thing to be an artist. Yeah, I agree.
Holy mackerel, turn that stuff out. So anyway, I think that covered the announcements, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then give you a little update on the KL series that we're working on right now. And there's no picture back there, but I've been told it's coming. There it is. What a monster. We're running durability tests right now.
Yeah.
And then while that's
testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
You know what that just did to that?
Yeah. Do you think that's loud? Testing. We're testing. Anyway, you were saying...
I have a problem with confidence with engineering when you act like that, Bob. It's just like, I think I'm gonna, I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to say anything that would hurt your feelings.
I appreciate that because I'd hate to cry.
But anyway, we're working on the manual. We've got the instructions to assemble the Z drive done. We're working on the Y carriage right now. We've got to hook up the what's it called?
To the Y?
No,
the ball screw.
Thank you so much. Well, you know, I've gotten to that age and nouns just disappear. Yes, we got to hook up the ball screw and write the instructions on that.
It is 2 words that go together, so I could see why that would be difficult.
What's difficult?
The 2 words that go together.
Yeah, okay. Well, it is, but in any case, sorry. It's going really well. Next week, we're going to use the 5-foot machine that we built for production.
Right.
And we're going to start cutting out the KL44. And that 44 stands for 4 foot by 4 foot.
Yep, cutting area.
And the 33, of course, is 3 foot by 3 foot.
Yep, absolutely.
And so this is really going to be exciting in the next week or so. I think I've covered everything I need to cover. We do have a question that in fact I heard you dealing with it on the phone this week again, and somebody wanted to know what's included with the kit. And one of the things that, you know, if you want to know what's included, it's really simple. You can go to our website and you can bring up the
assembly manual. Yeah, it has all of the, it's got a parts list in the back of everything, quantities, and
it's got everything that comes with it. But anyway, can we talk about that a little bit? What's included with the kit? Because there's something driving that question.
So I think most of the time, you know, people want to make sure that the value that they're getting. So the bottom line is the kit really pretty much includes everything that you see here. So it does include the DeWalt. right? And it does include the power supply and the controller. It includes everything that you need to do CNC, except for you're going to need a computer to run it. You're going to need to download some software or even purchase some software depending on what you want to make. You're also going to want to get you some router bits, and again, depending on what you're wanting to make, what kind of router bits. We would suggest that you make a search for Amazon or eBay for solid carbide in mills. Get you some 1/8 inch, some 1/16 inch, maybe some V bits. And also, we sell some bits on our page.
I was going to say, Bob, you've forgotten about our bits.
No, we got some bits on our page, but these are really for after you get some experience.
Oh.
They're expensive bits to learn on. So we would recommend that you get some cheaper bits to learn on, and then, you know, once you get going and see the value in a coated bit that is, you know, ground precisely, then yeah. And it's not that some of the actually the less expensive bits are pretty good, and we can let our customers talk about that. But yeah, you're going to want some bits to do that. So did I cover that? You're going to need a computer. You're going to need some bits.
Windows computer.
A Windows computer is what we recommend. However, if you're computer savvy and you don't need much tech support, because I'm not a Mac person, we don't have a Mac person here, you can do it with the Mac. But yeah, if you're new, we would recommend that you go ahead and get a PC. And of course, you're going to need whatever material you're cutting.
And right? when you're buying that PC, you don't have to go out and drop a lot of money on this thing.
Oh no, yeah.
You can go to. I went to eBay and I got an older.
Windows 7 and above should handle it. You're going to need a USB. It really is just sending a text file via a USB serial port. So right. It's not that much. Now, depending on the type of G code that you're wanting to write, like if you're wanting to do some full 3D, really detailed, then yeah, you probably want to, if you're like getting a Spire or the Vectric processors or products, then you're probably going to want a little bit better computer than that.
Right.
So, and Vectric has their minimum requirements.
So you pretty much, you've got everything you need right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, one of the other questions I heard you dealing with, and it's something I've wondered about too, because I bought a number of products that have come with either a thumb drive or a CD that included the assembly manual and some necessary software, and you just plug it into your computer and you know, it pretty much gets you up and going. Yeah. And we've had people asking, why don't we include that with the E3 or E4?
Yeah, I guess there's a couple reasons that we should talk about. First of all, it's choice. So if I were to sell you a CNC or you wanted to buy one, then one of the first questions I would ask when we started talking about software is, what do you want to make? Because if you're wanting to cut out simple shapes or something, then you're going to need a different software that's probably a lot less expensive, or actually it is. Some of them are even free, than if you wanted to do full 3D relief carving, right? So, and then you say, okay, well, what about 3D relief carving? Well, there's software that does it, and there's software that does it with a lot of features that you're going to probably want if you get into that. So it would be impossible for us, well, maybe not impossible, but difficult to put all of the software on there, right, just to make the CAM or the CAM software. And then we're going to talk about Universal G-Code Center, which is being updated, you know, constantly, plus the drivers. We would have a mess on a CD. So what we've chosen to do instead is just to try to educate our customers on what's available. And we encourage you to go check, go download, even before you buy anybody's machine or our machine, go look at the software, download it, try it, and make sure that this is for you. Yeah, this probably leads into the second point. Our machine was never really intended to be a plug-and-play machine. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure that there is a CNC out there that is a plug-and-play, but there are companies that are trying to make it so, and that is not really our market.
What is there a downside to being plug-and-play?
For me, there is. When you plug and play, it means that you don't really understand what's going on, right? So let's just say that I built the kit for you. I got your computer loaded up, and I brought it to your house, and I even loaded up a sample G-code file. Yeah, you're like, yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah, you would too.
We're going to sell Bob in a box.
Yeah, there we go. So if we did that,
$89.95.
if somehow we could do that,
We could.
Okay.
Shipping it'd be a lot though, because
Yeah.
you're heavy.
Yeah, I'm a little heavy.
Okay, go ahead.
But if we could do that, we could get you and you'd run your first file.
Yeah.
But the next file that you ran, then what would you do? You would
We'd
still
send you back.
We'd send you back. Well, Pam might. I'm not sure about this, but she might have a problem with that. So really, really and true, that's it. I mean, if I could do all the work for you, and you could push a button and you could make your work piece, you would be happy, and you could make another one, and pretty soon you'd memorize how to make that, right? But then what happens when you would want to make something else, or you would want to go further? Plug and play in our world tends to hide all the details that make it work. And really our customer base is for the customers that want to know how it works. They want to create things. You will never be able to go from a simple 2.5D, you know, cutting out a certain shape, to some of the stuff that some of our customers may do. We have any pictures of that? No?
No, we don't.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, if you go look at our webpage, at our gallery, some of the 3D artwork, honestly, I don't think I could do it. I don't have that skill set, right? I mean, because I'm still stuck on 2D shapes, right? Because that's the kind of stuff that I do. But yeah, these guys are learning, and they understand the machines. I mean, the bottom line is you're going to have to put your machine together, right? Mm-hmm. And then that we get pretty good. You know, the manual's awesome. It went together really well. And then it gets together. You're going to have to make sure it's connected correctly. You got to download your software, make sure that it interfaces with the machine.
Well, even though you'd get a CD, you still got to download from the CD the software to your computer. You still have to open up files. You still have to unzip files.
Right.
You still have to install software.
Yes.
And you've got to understand how that operates.
Yes, absolutely. Or be willing to learn.
Right.
As a matter of fact, maybe Kristen could put this in the link for us, but you did a blog where it says, you know, hey, if you want to buy a CNC here, take this test.
Right.
And it's got some questions there for you. And if you're like, I have no clue what those questions are, yeah, CNC machine is not for you unless you're like a real stubborn person that really wants to get in there and learn, and you know, your desire is to do this. But yeah, if you're a plug and play, this is not the CNC for you. It really isn't. You will be frustrated a lot, and if you stick through it, then you know you'll come out the other side. We've had some customers that it was more difficult for them to learn, but they stuck with it, and yeah, they're making some beautiful projects. But yeah, it's not a plug and play. That's the bottom line.
In my own experience, putting it together was kind of like, for me, because I'm really not big on all kinds of kid stuff. I like doing cabinetry and working on pieces of furniture, stuff like this. The kit wasn't something that just naturally appealed to me. So when I first confronted that, that's like standing in front of El Capitan and looking up and thinking, oh God, how am I ever going to get up there? Yeah. But you know, as I got into the instruction manual and saw how everything was put together and was able to put it together, there was a real sense of achievement getting that done.
Right.
And after I got everything hooked up right, got the computer, everything downloaded, whatever, and then that thing moved, that was a whole another level of excitement.
Right.
But then, when I all of a sudden had to figure out how to convert a bitmap or an SVG or something into something else so that it could be communicated, and you know, either through F-engrave, because I was using the freeware back then before I started using Vectric, that was a nightmare for me. And so my whole experience was, oh God, hey, this isn't too bad. This sucks. Whoa, this is fantastic. And I'm back down in the valley, and I'm climbing out of that thing. So you know, the point is, that's normal. And if you can't handle that, that's a good indication that you should probably look for a different kind of hobby.
Yeah.
Well, it's counterproductive from a sales and marketing point of view to discourage customers.
Yeah.
I don't want to discourage anybody. What I want people to do is understand what you're getting into. And we're here to help you, but we can't do what you won't do.
Right. Well, we have a customer base that's like 1,500 strong, I think.
Yep.
Now. It's pretty active. And there's a lot of folks out there that are paying attention, it seems like, all the time. They don't have jobs or something, I don't know. But anyway, they're out there all the time helping out people,
Right.
and which is awesome. And we also have our help desk, help desk at BobsCNC.com that you could email, and we can set up phone calls, right? So yeah, we want to help you get through it, and we are willing. I mean, our objective is to get this hobby out there to all the woodworkers that want it, right? At the most cost-effective way that we can. So yeah, we're willing to do our part, but yeah, if you're not computer savvy, or if you don't understand what's going on, and you won't, right? Because if you're new to it, it's a learning curve. There's just no doubt. Yeah, you're going to be into some fun stuff, and then some not so fun stuff, and some fun stuff. But in the end, go look at our gallery and look at what our customers making. I mean, that right there to me says it all. I mean, look at what the customers have done with it.
So guys, if you have any questions about the CNC experience, you can get a hold of us at Shop Talk at BobsCNC.com. Until next time, I'm Keith, that's Bob. We'll see you.
Send us your questions.